In modern football, loyalty is rare. Contracts are short, money is loud, and trophies decide careers. But some players chose a different path. They stayed. When money called, they said no. When success was elsewhere, they remained faithful. Today, this is the story of the most loyal footballers in history. Thomas Müller, Bayern Munich. Thomas Müller joined Bayern Munich's academy at just 11 years old, and more than 2 decades later, he is still at the Allianz Arena. Müller has made over 700 appearances, scored 247 goals, won 12 Bundesliga titles, and lifted the Champions League twice. Staying at one of the biggest clubs in the world may not seem like the ultimate test of loyalty, but Müller's longevity and unwavering commitment tell a different story. In 2014, he reportedly turned down an astronomical offer from Manchester United, choosing Bayern over everything else. Coke, Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid's all-time appearance holder, Coke has spent his entire career with the club, making over 650 first-team appearances. In a country dominated by Real Madrid and Barcelona, many Atletico stars eventually leave for bigger paychecks or brighter spotlights. Coke didn't. In 2014, he rejected an offer from Barcelona, choosing loyalty to Atletico over the Galacticos. For a Spanish footballer, that decision speaks volumes. Mark Noble, West Ham United. Nicknamed Mr. West Ham, Mark Noble spent virtually his entire career with the club he grew up supporting. Born in Canning Town, just minutes from Upton Park, Noble made 550 appearances for the Hammers and never chased success elsewhere. His emotional farewell in 2022, with tears streaming down his face, perfectly captured what loyalty truly looks like. Jamie Vardy, Leicester City. After Leicester City's miraculous Premier League title in 2016, Jamie Vardy had the world at his feet. Arsenal wanted him. More money. More trophies. But Vardy said no. While Kanté, Mahrez, and Drinkwater all moved on, Vardy stayed, remaining loyal to the club that gave him his chance. Nearly 500 appearances and almost 200 goals later, that decision turned him into a Leicester legend. Gary Oseni, Sao Paulo. Playing 1,197 matches for one club is remarkable. Doing it as a goalkeeper makes it legendary. Rogerio Ceni spent 25 years at Sao Paulo, becoming the player with the most appearances for a single club in football history. Despite being one of the world's best goalkeepers in the 2000s, he never chased Europe, choosing loyalty instead. Paul McStay, Celtic. Paul McStay spent his entire 16-year career at Celtic, making 678 appearances. During a time when Serie A was the most attractive league in world football, clubs like Inter, Juventus, and Fiorentina came calling. McStay rejected them all, staying loyal to Celtic Park and his hometown roots. Igor Akinfeev, CSKA Moscow. A one-club man from start to finish. Igor Akinfeev debuted for CSKA Moscow at 16 years old and went on to make nearly 800 appearances. Manchester United and Arsenal both showed interest, but he never left. That loyalty may have limited his global recognition, but it defined his career. Paolo Maldini, AC Milan. One of the greatest defenders of all time. Paolo Maldini made over 900 appearances for AC Milan, winning 7 Serie A titles and 5 Champions Leagues. Even when Milan declined in the later years, Maldini never considered leaving. True greatness paired with absolute loyalty. Matt Le Tissier, Southampton. Matt Le Tissier stayed loyal to Southampton, a club that rarely competed for trophies. Despite interest from Chelsea and Tottenham, he refused to leave. The Saints never finished above 7th during his career, yet Le Tissier stayed, scoring 209 goals and becoming a cult icon. Loyalty without guarantees. Gianluigi Buffon, Juventus. In 2006, Juventus were relegated to Serie B after the Calciopoli scandal. Most stars left. Buffon didn't. At the peak of his powers, he chose loyalty over status, eventually making 700-plus appearances for Juventus across 2 spells. Steven Gerrard, Liverpool. Chelsea offered money. Chelsea offered trophies. Steven Gerrard offered loyalty. In 2004, he famously turned down a move that would have guaranteed league titles, choosing instead to fight for success at his boyhood club. One Champions League trophy later, his legacy was sealed. Marco Reus, Borussia Dortmund. Marco Reus spent 12 seasons at Dortmund, rejecting massive offers and double wages elsewhere. "I belong here," he said, and he meant it. In a club often used as a stepping stone, Reus stayed until the very end. 3. Alessandro Del Piero, Juventus. Like Buffon, Del Piero stayed with Juventus in Serie B. But unlike many others, he didn't leave until the club no longer needed him. 19 years. Complete devotion. Francesco Totti, Roma. One club. One city. One legend. Francesco Totti made 786 appearances, scored 307 goals, and won just 1 league title, yet never considered leaving Roma. In an era of super teams, Totti chose identity over glory. Alessandro Lucarelli, Parma. When Parma collapsed financially in 2015 and were relegated to the 4th division, every player left. Except one. Lucarelli stayed. Took a pay cut. Promised to bring Parma back. 3 consecutive promotions later, he retired, and Parma retired his number 6. That is loyalty. Loyalty doesn't always bring trophies, but it brings something rarer, immortality. Who do you think is the most loyal footballer in history? Did we miss someone? Let us know in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more deep football stories, told through facts, numbers, and loyalty.